Hello, we are Lovejoy, and you are listening to the Lovejoy Podcast. Hello, Lovejoy Nation Podcast. Hello, Love Enjoyers.
Facts are coming.
Hello and welcome to the Lovejoy Nation Podcast. It is episode 16, and in addition to that, we are officially just about at the year mark. Dave, would you say? I feel like your heart
pretty much, aren't we? I think we sort of started this in January. It went out maybe early February. By the time we redone an episode.
It's wild how far we've come and how quickly, honestly, that year has gone. And the fact that none of us have given up on this crazy idea to have a Lovejoy podcast.
Absolutely.
It's been a ride.
I know we've had a little bit of a longer extended break over the holiday periods, as you folks say, due to you two getting the snivels.
Yes.
And we wanted to get a few bits done. But yeah, a year has absolutely flown by for me. From January, February, starting off with trying to find things to say, trying to find... Exactly. And sometimes it would be, okay, we're recording on a Saturday, great. And then all of a sudden the band would come out with something on a Friday to give us something extra to talk about. And we were all like, oh! But yeah, fantastic year. Thank you very much. Really, really enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. And I love waking up to 1,000 messages some mornings. Oh my God, have you seen this? Have you done,
It's been a friggin' blast.
Because you're all asleep.
Oh, well, my sound's always off, but I'm usually awake.
Yeah, it's been a ride. It's been a ride, Dave. I would totally echo those sentiments. Thank you so much, you guys, for everybody that's been listening and supporting us. We really appreciate it. We're just, we're just three silly people here who love Lovejoy and like to talk about them. So we really, really love having you guys here. And I can't believe it's been a year. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. But it's crazy to look back on some of those first few episodes. Oh, we've come a long way, you guys.
Actually, don't look back on those first few episodes.
Cringe.
I mean, at least they're not video. Although, Dave, our little funny clips, do we have videos from our non-video episodes in those as well?
Yeah, there's a few in there, isn't there? I think,
so
Angie, you were looking at them, but
we weren't necessarily camera ready, but because we were just talking amongst ourselves, but that's okay. I hope you all appreciate that we've come a long way since those early days, and even though it's only been a year, we've got a lot of experience and under our belts.
Yeah, absolutely.
And who could have guessed? Well, first of all, we didn't even know if we'd get to see them in concert last year at this time, thinking ahead about when an album might be coming out. We knew it was in the future, in the coming soons, dare I say. But who also could have predicted that we'd now have an intro recorded by the band and acknowledgement from the band, even Mark going as far as to say we're the official Lovejoy podcast. And he said he was glad that we finally had stuff to talk about, that the band was finally giving us things to discuss.
Absolutely.
There's no definites in Lovejoy, only hopes.
You never know.
Straight from the horse's mouth over the horse. So, yeah, we all speculated. We were all part of speculating in the fandom. But, yeah, so never really knew for sure, no matter what.
No, absolutely not.
Or when.
No.
Yes.
They did.
Song order that we predicted. I caught that when re-listening to some episodes. I remember you saying the next song's going to be White Shark Cafe, but it wasn't. I guess it was Baptism or Commentary.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. They even flipped a video, which was supposed to be for one song, which with the lift.
Right, Pain Display, Deathbox.
That was supposed to be for Deathbox, but they've used it for Pay and Display. So
they keep us guessing, keep us on our toes, and even when we do speak to them directly, it's still with a grain of salt, right? But yeah, it was nice to get the appreciation from the band, and we got to see them multiple times, the VIP experiences. Dave got to hear the album first. Like, this has been spectacular. So it makes me wonder, like, a year from now,
what will
we be talking about, right?
Yeah, the gig for me was, as I've said before, it was a real privilege to be there, to see this album, apart from Deathbox, to see this album, to look at the crowd just nodding away, and then seeing your videos on how the crowd are wild. Amazing. What a privilege it was to be able to get to that gig. And I thank you two again. But amazing. What an amazing year we've all had.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? And, looking back on some of our predictions from the very beginning of this podcast, yeah, it's interesting. You just never know. And I tell you what, I think my favorite part of that intro, that the boys were so lovely to record for us, is when Joe comes right in with "facts are coming." Like, yes, it's great.
That's validation, man.
Heck yeah, it is.
We're not just the National Enquirer of podcasts here. We're presenting facts, like actual news. No idea what he was doing, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Joe. So next, we'd like to play for you some funny clips, outtakes, favorite moments from this past year that we thought you might enjoy hearing again, or maybe even hearing for the first time. So let it roll, Dave.
Ready when you are.
3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome to the first episode of the Lovejoy Band News Podcast. I'm your host, Lesley, and I'm joined by my friends and co-hosts, Dave and Angie.
Regret not asking him is, what's his skincare routine?
Oh,
He's got really, really lovely skin.
Aww. That's a fun fact. Most people might not realize they see him from afar when he's up on stage.
Yeah.
Are you pushing record or am I pushing record?
It's already recording.
Oh, look at that. What the heck? My goodness. A whole minute. Okay. I wasn't looking clearly. Hello, and welcome back to the Lovejoy Nation Podcast. Is that the fence guy?
So next...
Sorry, I can hear that. Pretend it's a drum.
You can hear the banging.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, this whole thing's just... Can we just start over?
yes.
Start over.
I feel completely discombobulated.
We're discombobulated. And you're very blurry again.
Oh.
Dave, is it me?
I guess it's a bit like gaydar.
What? Okay, Dave, you're going to have to explain this one. Tell us.
You're right, Dave. He doesn't know how to explain that one.
Oh, I love being gay. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Well, no.
Good one, Dave.
Oh, man.
There's no going back.
This is hilarious.
I'm going to have to sit and explain gaydar to her for the next 4 hours.
For sure. You just don't get it.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Hello?
I saw it say that.
What's going on?
Yeah, but it said no people.
Yet.
Right. What's going on?
Help?
Where the heck would it stream to? If you're watching this, help us out. We don't know what we're doing.
You like jazz? I really need to do that in an American accent. distant memories, and
We
I
haven't
miss
heard that,
you.
have we?
What?
Dave with an American accent.
Oh,
No.
we haven't.
No. Don't. I need time to practice.
Don't time like the present.
Doesn't stop
Maybe
me from doing
later.
an English one.
All right, governor. No, I can't do one. Not off the top of my head. It's too much pressure.
You got to do it like my daughter says, Tom Holland with the Spider-Man. It's like, gee willikers, you know?
Is that a
I don't know
cartoon
what
character?
Yeah, he sort of talks exciting like this. You gotta talk like
See,
you're
I can
really hyped up about something.
I can do a lot of accents off the top of my head, but American I find difficult.
Huh.
I could probably go a cup of coffee, but that's about it.
Oh, that's like the New York. Yeah.
Yeah.
Done. Okay. My light. I was jealous of all the technical difficulties. I wanted some.
What about you, Angie?
I have to. Is there? I'm hearing like some serious background noise.
You can all see it in her face.
Oh my God, Dave.
Son of a. Anyway. Jesus, take the wheel. That's what I thought of, like a race car. I don't know if you thought of anything else. Yes, Dave.
I've got to take a chicken out the oven. Just bear with me. I
Is
can
that
smell
cool?
it.
Do you want to chime in? Oh, like, he's really got something he wants to say. Oh my word.
Death Box. I love Death Box. Ooh, that's a little
Yeah.
biting. Oh shit! God damn it! Take that out. I said biting.
You were like, I thought you were gonna say, "Oh poop, I gotta take the chicken out," because you were like, "Oh crap, take that out." I was like, "You have a chicken too?" You were just saying it sounded good. Oh my god,
Wish
where
we
am
had
I?
Chicken.
Can we leave
think-
that in? I feel like
I
we
think
should leave
so.
that in because it's funny.
That's staying in.
I'm gonna go with baptism because I wanna see Joe's. I don't know what you call it. His thing.
Yeah.
Do not put that in there.
You do put that in there. It's too good. We have the biggest comedy hit this episode. This should be the commercial right here.
This has been an especially fun one, though.
All right, so that was a lot of fun.
My
Thanks
goodness.
for sticking around, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And maybe we left something out that you thought was funny, or you remember that we forgot.
I tell you, there's so many that we could have chosen. We could have had a 2-hour-long behind-the-scenes video.
For sure.
So much.
Oh, and speaking of behind the scenes, that's a great transition, Dave. That you
You're
accidentally
very
did.
welcome.
We just got a little snippet of a video that looked like it was recorded on like our parents' video cameras for like an iPhone 4 of video from one of the concerts last year of Lovejoy, and a little caption that read that a behind the scenes video of the tour will be coming out next week as of this recording on the Lovejoy Etc. YouTube channel. That's LVJY ETC. So be sure to check that out, and we'll be talking about that next time, I'm sure. But that's very
Definitely.
exciting to know that they didn't just spring it on us, that we have confirmation that next week we'll have a new Lovejoy video to watch. Cannot
That's
wait.
great. Well, Elodie was out there recording everywhere, so I'm really excited to see it. And she did such a great job with the with the movies too from the summer. So looking forward to seeing the finished product.
And as Dave pointed out, you might be able to spot us in the crowds of the behind the scenes footage.
Maybe, yeah. If you are at one of the gigs, look for yourself too. I mean, yeah, it'll be fun. I can't wait to watch it.
I hope it's
Little
longer than 8
reminiscing.
minutes, right?
Yeah.
Like that one thing was like
I
8
hope
minutes
so.
long.
That last one was a bit too short, wasn't it?
That was just
Needed
for a music video. This is a whole like
Yeah.
28 stop tour. So let's hope it's at least 28 minutes.
1 minute per gig.
Okay.
At least, right? That's like that. I'll settle for that. If
I
it
mean-
can't be one of those like 2-part movie things again.
Watching Elodie at the London show, she's just non-stop all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, she's like a ninja.
She works tirelessly, doesn't she? Capturing video from every angle, everywhere.
And before and after the gig, she's
Yeah,
this like little ray of sunshine,
yeah.
sweetheart.
And then when they came out the door, she was first out the door recording them.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see some of the London gig in this behind the scenes.
Oh,
Who knows whether that'll happen?
Mm.
All the
Maybe.
videos
I would hope,
there.
yeah. Like their excitement, like for presenting this for the first time. Their family and friends are there.
Hmm.
Their best pals, like Dave, there. in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got some recognition too this past year. I know. I remember. From manager
what-
Dave.
Yeah, from manager Dave. Yeah,
Right.
that was, well, we've said that before, but yeah, he thanked,
That's okay. We could recap that again.
thanked
I think it's
us.
worth it.
He thanked us. I say us, although he said me, it's us, for the work we've done over this period of time that
Mhm.
Lovejoy Nation has been going, the podcast, and for
Wow.
keeping the fandom going.
And that was
Very kind of
exciting
him.
because that was the first time we've heard from any of them like in that way.
Yeah,
So
just
Nice
to,
to have a little
It was just-
validation once in a while.
yeah.
absolutely. I mean, just
Really cool.
shook his hand. Music was blaring. We could have done with turning it down a bit,
Showing your age.
What?
But it's the whole nightclub thing where you got to lean in and virtually kiss each other just to hear
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Right, right.
Absolutely fantastic. That really was good.
It sounds like a
That
great
really
night.
was good.
And
Yeah.
by the way, my tongue's blue. Sorry, I just noticed.
That's staying in.
In case anyone thinks like what's happening, I had some blue fruit by the foot before. Okay. All right. So we also heard from Wilbur via a YouTube video where he did a Q&A. He asked fans to send him questions on his Instagram stories, and he answered the most common, most popular asked questions. He also answered some questions on the Reddit about the future of Lovejoy and things coming up. And even within his comments on his YouTube video, he sometimes, snuck in a few crumbs of future things. So while I'm not 100% sure which source provided which answers, if it was video or the Reddit, we do have some idea of things to come for this year for Lovejoy, right? If I remember
Absolutely.
correctly.
Should we start off with maybe Spring, a new single
That is
that
right.
was done on the video?
That was the video for sure. Yes.
It was
in the spring.
mentioned something along the lines of there will be a new song. I think he was on about music videos, wasn't he? He was on about a new music video for a song you have already heard.
That sounds about right. And I think that was in his YouTube
Yeah.
Q&A video.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it made
Um,
me think spring makes sense because October 3rd, the album came out. So April 3rd would be about the 6-month mark. So maybe things would happen like around the 6-month mark. Maybe there's been talk of a deluxe album or an album re-release with extra songs.
Yeah, I know we've sat in depth and spoke about the deluxe many a times, and it has to be a deluxe. From what Ash has said,
Yeah. I mean, Ash has hinted at it multiple times on the Reddit, and he's even used that asterisk as a little, I think, symbol of what the album will be. So I think what we can probably surmise from that is that we're going to see a deluxe album. And like Lesley, like you said, maybe around the 6-month anniversary. And based on that Spotify Wrapped message that we saw at the end of the year, where Ash was doing the 4 fingers, I think we can probably pretty much tell that there's going to be 4 new songs on there. And one of them is probably Wasted Summer, is my guess. I mean, I know it's not new, but, you know.
Which aligns with what Will said, with a song you've already heard. So
exactly.
Part of me thinks Wasted Summer is going to be the next big single.
Yes.
To help promote the deluxe album.
Yep. And about 4 months ago, when Will did a big Q&A on the Reddit, people were asking about scrap tracks. And Will basically said, you know, we've heard you, you know, talking about how we've cut the tracks and we know you want to hear them. So our plan is to take some of these tracks and put them somewhere, you know, tracks that maybe needed a little more time to cook or tracks that just didn't make the album. And his quote was, I think you're going to like our solutions. So yeah, pretty sure this deluxe album is going to have those scrap tracks. One of them, which is Wasted Summer.
What do you think is going to be on it, apart from Wasted Summer?
Wasted Summer. I saw a TikTok, and I don't know if it was just me overanalyzing, but I was thinking maybe there's an old song, and Ash has alluded to it, that he had mentioned he liked it a lot. It's called Snake Oil. That's one of my guesses. As far as some of the other ones I know people have talked about a lot, like Coronado or Main Character Syndrome, I don't think we'll see those. So I'm going to go with Snake Oil.
What got me is when we were running through previous episodes, Mark did a Q&A for, I think it was on the gram, for Gram Beats.
It was in his Instagram stories.
Yeah, that's it. And on his gram stories. And somebody asked whether he could play part of his favourite song, and he delivered a note. And then somebody asked, what was your favourite song on the album? And he just put, now, looking back, because we've just literally had a little discussion about this, I believe it's LTE. Initially, when you listen back to episode 2, I might have said ITE, but I think it's LTE. Now, that wasn't on the album.
Yeah, that's a good catch that you caught that, because I do now remember it.
Yeah.
Clearly. Because we're like, ooh, what does that stand for? Remember, for the longest, we didn't know what OST stood for. It's like original soundtrack.
All of this speculating. Really good eye, Dave. That's that's curious.
So that would be interesting to see. It could be ITE. I'll just clarify that. It could be. But LTE was the initials of the song.
Now that's cool. That's something that
unless they've changed the name of the song.
True.
That's possible too.
But, you know, no.
Did we ever figure out what happened with Alphabet? I know there was some people saying that it had morphed into Wasted Summer, but I don't know if that's really true. Boy, you know, remember when Ash was using those emojis to describe all the tracks? I almost kind of feel like Wasted Summer and Alphabet each had different emojis at the time, although I could have been mistaken. I don't know if does anybody really truly know what happened there? I mean, maybe we'll see something like that pop up. I don't know.
Why did we think Alphabet was a song? Can you remember? I remember they showed the magnets, like using the letters.
Yeah, that was the magnets.
Is that really the only reason?
People were looking into, there was X amount missing. And then
perhaps.
I think it just became Alphabet from what people were saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't even know if that was really the title, do we?
No.
But you know what? Yeah. It's like, I remember, again, looking back at previous episodes, how we're like, how could there be a song called Death Box and a song called White Shark Cafe? Like, those are weird titles. Like, Alphabet's like another one that's like, how could that be a song? Alphabet. But yeah, they make it work, man.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
So
do we have other predictions for 2026 for Lovejoy, other than these little crumbs that have been dropped? Do we have any speculation as to
got to be a UK European tour. Has to be. Well, even I know you've said predictions, but even Ash has said we're working on a UK European tour before. I think he was questioned about Australia, so he'd like to go back to Australia, but they're working on a UK European tour, so super excited for that.
And then Wilbur said something about anywhere that'll have us. I don't know if we mentioned that already on this episode.
Yeah,
I don't think we
anywhere
did.
that will have us. I myself, not being negative, but I thought we might have heard something by now, tour-wise.
I actually did too.
Yeah.
Or like a little hint or a little like
Absolutely.
picture that makes us all think of something, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when Will says that, I'm not going to lie, I looked at the negative side. And then when myself kind of expected to hear something by now, and we haven't, you start thinking about what Will said. Who knows? I know that we've had quite an in-depth discussion about it.
We still have some PTSD from this past summer with canceled shows in Brighton. But it may be, we may just be basing our fears upon that and not
Absolutely.
on the fact that it's hard to book a tour and all the people involved, and that everybody has to be available and the venues have to line up right, and travel arrangements and visas and all of those things.
And
so
it has to be difficult.
Yeah.
It's a giant puzzle, and you have to try and make all the pieces fit. And I mean, travel, you have to make it logistically worthwhile. And I imagine it's got to be very hard.
And then they're throwing in festivals, because we sort of spoke about this a bit earlier.
Right. And will the festivals be in the US or will they be in Europe?
Or wherever around Europe. I mean, if they were doing, let's just say in May, if they're touring the UK and somebody wants them in Malta.
I know, we could have never predicted Czech Republic, right? Like,
absolutely. You know.
Who knows?
So, you know, there are some big Eastern European festivals. Dua Lipa does one. Who knows? Are they waiting for things like that to come back? Because logistic side, they've got to finish a gig, then they've got to fly out, do a gig, fly back.
Mm-hmm. And even if we see a lineup put out there for a festival, we shouldn't necessarily be discouraged, because bands continue to be added along the way
all the time,
and it is only January, so I think they had to, and not that they necessarily making the phone calls and booking themselves everywhere, they just did 2 months of touring, and then the holidays came up, and it's just like decompression time and like taking a breather for a bit. Lord knows they need that for their mental health and just all around well-being.
Right. I mean, Ash did also put on a story about another day at the Ideas Factory.
Yeah. So they're still coming up with ideas, right?
Yeah,
so that's
absolutely.
Good. It's not just recording, because you kind of have your ideas all fleshed out by that point. So that's exciting too.
I think we forget there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't necessarily know about. Same thing with Anvil cards. I mean, we're talking about predictions for 2026. I think we already know there's going to be a bunch of new Anvil cards. I took a peek. If you look at the numbers, I mean, there's 64 open spots. If you look at the first numbered Anvil card and the last numbered Anvil card, and we know he's had an Instagram post from a while ago that showed a spreadsheet with, you know, at least one song title that we haven't seen in an Anvil card before. So anyway, that was a bit of a diversion,
what
but
was that,
they've got a lot of stuff going on that we don't know about. Consequences. There's a spreadsheet and it shows consequences, and there's not a consequences card yet. And just from a little chitter chatter, you know, that we've, you know, that goes around in the community, there's definitely cards on the horizon. But I know, speaking of cards, I know people are probably still waiting for their cards to come from the American OST tour, from the stops where cards were not quite available yet because they weren't back or here from the printers. So I think we need to remember, I think, Lesley, you had a good point.
Just that you may have seen them in concert in mid-October and feel like, man, it's been forever. But they only got back to back home end of November, maybe early December. So yeah, we have to cut them some slack, although we are anxious to see the cards. I know we didn't have them for our first gig. And there was even a show or two where they didn't have posters. So people are expecting posters to be mailed. In addition, just from a practical side of things, can't help but feel badly about the cost of the postage and the time putting these packages together, sending them to Canada and America from the UK. It looks as though Ash himself, and probably with some help, has been putting the packs of valuable cards together himself. Someone's getting a pack that had like all super duper cards in it, I recall.
The God pack.
He's doing that by hand.
Oh,
and
the God pack.
You know
That
what?
would be-
How many packs do you think that is, Ange? Like, not just hundreds, maybe thousands? Because
It's got to
of
be
the
a
different
lot.
shows.
And I just, I mean,
And
how
all
many
those different
shows?
packages have to go out. So it's just, it is a lot.
of
To
work.
you feel like you're one person waiting for your little pack to come in the mail, but this isn't what they do. This isn't what they do. They're not eBay sellers. They're not merch people. So I know Wilbur was very kind to reply to someone's comment asking where these things are, saying he would nudge the merchandise team. The merchandise team, for all we know, is Ash and Elodie. So just have patience. They didn't forget. They're not going to forget. We're used to waiting with Lovejoy, right? We're used to things taking time and being worth it in the end. So I just felt like we needed to address that and hope that it buys them a little more time while they're figuring out those logistics and getting that all squared away. So
in the
they'll be
meantime, we
there.
have something fun to look forward to.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I've just literally had a thought.
Oh.
Record store day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we know the previous record store day stuff probably won't ever get released.
No.
But going back to some of the scrap songs, will there be record store day old scrap songs?
Because maybe they still don't feel like Wasted Summer fits on OST. Because it doesn't really sound like anything else. You still think it's going to go be on OST?
I still think it's going to be on there. Purely from what Will said about it's going to be a song you've heard.
That's got to be it.
And was it Mark or Joe said it needs some more cooking or baking or whatever?
And they've been teasing it too at the gigs in the American shows. Remember that, Lesley? There's been at least a few where they would start playing part of it and people would be like, then they would stop playing it.
Yeah. All right. So, but maybe, Record Store Day, something would be really cool. April 20th.
Love to see Record Store Day something or other. That would be pretty cool.
And I think it would be neat too, because to get these albums in actual record stores and not just on their website is really neat. And anything you do also to support these small record stores.
I fully understand they sell it through their website and get someone to send it out, because what they actually pay for somebody to fulfill it is minimal. Whereas to get it into a record shop, everybody's got to have 20%.
Yeah, and those stores are small. I mean, they're not like Tower Records like we used to have. There's limited shelf space.
Yeah.
So it's not easy. And they're not chains, so it's a lot of like mom and pops. But that's why Record Store Day is great, because it sort of brings them all together for this twice a year event, sales event.
It's nice. And some of the stores play by a little different rules too. I know was it November of 2023? I think it was when the Anvil Cat LP came out. Pebble and I sat, oh God, it was so cold. But anyway, some of these stores, and I'm getting off on another tangent here, if you let them know ahead of time that you're looking for an album, they will take that into consideration. So let's hope that there is a record store day. Boy, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Maybe that can be one of our predictions for 26.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
let's
like
do
that. I mean, that'd be exciting.
Let's do that.
Let's put it on there. Why not? What's the cause of the thing?
Do you know what? I thought you were getting a pen out and going to write April 20th on the screen.
No, this is more important. I noticed it was less shiny than it was earlier, so I had to reshine.
That's because you were sticking your tongue out.
Probably. Oops.
Any other predictions?
They're going to be back to the U.S. before the end of the year. I don't know if that's a big one, but I think that's pretty. I think it's pretty probable. I don't think I'm going way out on a limb with that one.
Do you think?
I think end of 2026.
Or possibly January this time next year.
Well, they like making us wait out in the cold. That's
fall,
for sure.
winter. Fall, winter.
They like messing up our Thanksgiving plans.
Yes. Thanksgiving and birthdays.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'd really like? Youngblood does his own festival.
Mm-hmm.
At Bloodfest. I would love to see Lovejoy at Bloodfest.
Huge.
Because all eyes are on Youngblood right at this moment.
Yeah.
People are whinging and whining because they thought there was going to be an announcement of Bloodfest. They're just waiting for the tickets. And it is such a fabulous one-day festival.
Huh.
I'd love to see them on Bloodfest.
That would rock.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that'd be so cool.
What time of year is that usually? I'm guessing July.
It'll be summer.
August. Yeah.
Summer.
I think it's either July or August.
And is it always in the same place?
Yeah, Milton Keynes. Yeah.
We just wanted to talk also about what we have in store for the podcast this coming year. We have some things lined up. People waiting in the wings that we plan to interview, including a Lovejoy dad, a concert photographer that has photographed several Lovejoy shows, and all-around sweet person that we met over in Chicago, as well as welcoming back someone we interviewed last year, Tyler, for an upcoming Are You All Right episode. We wanted to continue on with our mental health series, Are You All Right? We only got through one last year because it got so exciting with Lovejoy news and happenings, but we want to bring that back. So that's in the queue, so to speak. As well as, well, I'm sure for 6-month anniversary of the album, we'll talk some more about maybe our favorite songs that have really floated to the top, any new revelations about lyrics. I feel like I have a lot I want to discuss and dissect with y'all when I'm in the shower listening to the songs and like a light bulb moment happens. And, you know, we spoke about the lyrics when the album first came out, but opinions of mine have changed and meanings of lyrics have changed for me as I've listened. So I think that might be something we could do in the future. Any other things you'd like to see for the podcast other than those that I've mentioned so far?
I still would really like an Anvil card, maybe artists, but an Anvil card podcast.
Sure.
So maybe when more come out, I'm guessing they'll come out for VIP. If indeed we get a tour. I'd love to do that.
Yeah, that would be neat to talk to them about their process and how that worked out, how they got that, how they even got that, opportunity. So for sure, I'd love to do that as well.
People that are listening, if you've got some ideas for topics you'd like us to cover, let us know. We would love to hear from you.
We are also going to be kicking off our newsletter. I know we've mentioned that you could sign up for a newsletter on our website, lvjynation.com. We really want to get that going and have it be a regular item. And perhaps if you join our mailing list, we'll send you guys something in the mail for joining. We'd appreciate that. As always, please reviews and comments on the various channels that you listen to us on. Spotify reviews are great to see, and comments. We're on that probably the most frequently, but anywhere you listen to the show, we would appreciate your feedback. And you can always find us on the socials too. And we appreciate you listening, and we look forward to another year of Lovejoy chatter with y'all.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
For listening.
Happy New Year.
Till next time.